Hello everyone, Nakoda here. Welcome to my first ever makeup video. I hope you enjoy. I'm going to do what I would do if I was just going to the cinema or going for like a brunch or something, like a daytime look. So I wouldn't put loads of foundation on or make my face look really heavy, because like in daylight you can really see when you've got a lot of makeup on. So I'm going to do just a little, my go-to look, bit of red pinky eyes, maybe a pinky or a nude lip. But yeah, this is my first time filming myself doing makeup, so let's see how it goes. So I'd normally start off by obviously like washing my face, and I normally tone moisturize beforehand, and then I use the MAC Prep and Prime just to, it helps to like smooth your skin out a bit. Not really a necessity if you don't have it, but sometimes I just wear it on its own because it has like a bit of a shimmer on it. So once the sun hits your skin, you can just like start to glow. I'm not a master of makeup, I just enjoy wearing it, so I'm not going to try and be technically correct with everything. Just show you what I do. I've got like a little MAC concealer. So normally if I've got any really dark bits on my face, I would just sort of put this over them just to colour correct a little bit. And use what you want, use your fingers, use a brush. Hi, Mr. Spot.
Hi, Mr. Spot.
I like my skin to look quite natural when I've got makeup on. So you've got different light bits and dark bits on your face, and sometimes I think when you put like one colour foundation on, it can look really, you know, just really like obvious that you've got makeup on. So I think I've tried to cover up most of my dark bits. Now I'm going in with like a big powder brush, and I've had this Bare Minerals foundation for ages. It's really close to my skin colour, and I haven't really been able to find I'm dropping everything. I haven't been able to find a foundation that when I put it on, I think, oh, that looks quite natural. I always think, Jesus, that is not the right skin colour for me. I think I need to invest in some Fenty Beauty. So I normally just put that over my face, and that's just to give me a bit of colour, a bit of life. I'm sorry if I pull really ugly faces in this video, because like I said, I've never done this before, and I just pull ugly faces all the time anyway. I've always wanted to do this, but I guess a lockdown has been the reason why I'm finally just doing it. I always think, well, people aren't going to be interested, but I always get loads of compliments, so I figured why not share some of what I do with everyone. So after I've done that, then I would normally use some concealer. So everyone always talks about contour, and I think it can be scary for some girls, because if you don't have all the products or you don't know what you're doing, then contouring can seem quite scary. So I just try and keep it simple, really, especially when it's just like your everyday look. You don't really want to be going heavy on the contour. So I use a MAC concealer. It's like you want to use a concealer a couple shades lighter than your skin tone, and then you want to put it in like where your darker areas are, so under the eyes. Oh, I'm running out. And I've got a beauty blender, and I've wet it, so you want to wet it and squeeze it out so it's a little bit moist, and it helps to blend everything easier. I like to blend it down. Also like to put it on my nose, chin area, and forehead area. put a bit on my eyelids as well. And then I normally use what's left over just to try and contour this part of my face a little bit. So by putting a lighter on top and then lighter underneath, you're like creating a natural contour without actually having to use a contour stick or using another colour. And then just do my eyes. My eyebrows are literally a state at the minute. Like, where has half my eyebrow gone? This is what happens when you go to too many different eyebrow people to get your eyebrows done. So maybe I might grow them out in this period of time when no one's going to see me and no one can judge me because my eyebrows are hairy and growing down half my face. And if you're feeling like you're a little bit baggy like me today, maybe just use a bit more. So you also, what I'm doing here is when I come up to my nose, I'm also creating a natural contour. Can you see here on my nose by making it lighter in the middle and lighter around the sides? I'm making like a natural contour on my nose as well. So this is what I mean by I'm not going to then go in with a contour stick to make some areas darker, which is normally around the bottom of the cheekbones, the nose, forehead, and underneath the chin. So I've kind of made a natural one here with my concealer. That is a few shades lighter than my skin tone. Where you've concealed, you kind of want to set a little bit. I like to use baking powder. I don't really know exactly why it works, but it does. And I've got the, I don't know if you can see that, a Huda Beauty in shade Blondie. And then I want to use like a little poof, or sometimes you can use the same beauty blender that you used for your concealer to apply your powder. This stuff can get really messy, so you need a bit of practice with this. I normally do it in front of my mirror where all my shoes are, and then look down at my shoes and there's powder everywhere. That looks scary. I think it helps to take the moisture out, so like you don't want to leave it too long where you're normally dry, but you want to put it where you're more likely to, so when I smile I get like crease lines, put it there. So that's normally where your foundation or your concealer will crack, and then like after a few hours start to look a bit nasty. Don't know how technically correct this all is, but this is what I do. Natural contour. I mean, this is a work of art in itself. I'm just gonna go out like this. So normally while that's baking, I would start my eyebrows. And I use a Bobbi Brown brow powder, and you want to take a brush that's like that to apply the powder to your eyebrows. So this takes a bit of practice. Some of people use pencil or gel, just use whatever you're comfortable using. And I would normally start at the bottom of the eyebrow, draw my line and blend it in. If you've got messy brows like me at the minute, brows that need doing, but we're in quarantine, so you can't go get them done by a local lady, then we're gonna have to get creative with some concealer, cover up all the bits we don't want anyone to see. They brows are sisters, not twins. So at this point, if you wanted to rub off some of this, you could. And I might take it off where I'm a bit drier actually. And I'm here. And I'm just using the same brush that I used to put my powder foundation on to brush it off. That way it will give it some colour as well for what's left on the brush. So this time, before for my face I used a liquid concealer. I'm actually going to use a cream concealer. It's a matte one as well, again a few shades lighter than my skin tone. And if I can find the brush that I need, which I didn't bring it here, so let me go get it, 2 seconds. I want to use a brush like this, again, this angled brush, and just want to dip the edges into the cream concealer. And then I want to start from here and draw a line. Just carving your eyebrows out. Again, this takes practice and you don't need to do this. This is just if your eyebrows are a little bit crazy like mine are at the minute. And then you want to blend down. So how I learned how to do all this is YouTube videos of different people, and then I just took all the bits that I found worked for me, all the bits that I needed or wanted to do, and then over time you just adapt things to make them work for you and what you like, because obviously there's a lot out there and everyone's doing makeup differently. And then I'd probably go in with my finger to blend a bit more, so it's not like so like in your face. And then with what's left on the brush, go to the top. Look how much neater that looks. Why do I do that? I'm just so weird. Oh my gosh, when I had a black eye, I had to conceal for my life. Like, I literally couldn't have gone out with the way my eye looked. There would have been really concerned people on the streets looking at me like, this girl needs help. Blend, 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 blend. Whatever you do with your makeup, make sure you blend. I think of makeup like art. Everyone's like, why do you love makeup so much? It's such a waste of time. I'm like, because it's art. It's expressive, it's fun. Okay, I think that's blended quite well. So my eyebrows are done. Looking fire. Fire, fire. Let's just brush them out a bit. Okay, now I'm going to take off the rest of the ash. And your skin, after you've done that, where you've had the powder, just feels really smooth. Anything you put on top, like highlighter or anything like that, just kind of sits really nicely on the skin. And especially if you're oily like me, it won't take me long, about an hour, and I'm really oily. So when I do this, it gives me a little bit longer before my skin gets really, really oily. So now I've kind of done my natural contour, you can see there, and on my nose. I'm just going to use a bit of bronzer. Trying to make things look really natural. And then I like to use a blush, but it's a really, really dark blush. It's nearly, see how long I've had it for, it's nearly finished. And I'll just go in with another little powder brush, little brush, and apply it really lightly. You don't want too much. And you want to apply that just above where you did your bronzer, so your cheeks are a little bit pinky, a bit flush. Just add a bit of colour to your face. That's pretty much it for my face part of this video. I'm then going to go on to the eyes, and then to finish I'll do lips and some highlighter.